Oh, here we go. 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 The time is now. It's time for some fun. And how? Hello, travelers of the internet, and welcome back once again to Guardian Studios. Or, if you are new to the channel, hey there and welcome to you. My name is JGuard01, and I am your host, your guide, and your humble bard into the world's virtual. And I am very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel, or, in the case of the newcomers, welcome you fresh to the Guardian Studios experience here on the YouTube channel. Hey there, Leo, and thank you for the rules, my man. Always appreciate you doing that whenever you're able to do so. Alright, here we are, back in the world of Crumbach. And today we have a very special project to undertake that's going to require some materials, some very specific materials that I need to go and grab. So what are we going to be doing today, guys? What we're going to be doing today is working on a trading hall. I do not, and actually I have never really liked what we had for a trading space. I didn't want it to be a proper trading hall at the time, but now I'm tired of looking at Fort Jaylock over where we got the villagers set up. So I want to move those guys around. I want to put them into a shelter off to the side, do a little bit of terraforming, do a little bit of material placing, and give them a proper place to call home as our tradesmen. Now, fair warning, not all of the guys that are over there are going to get to stay. Yeah, no. Looking at our current Mending Man. Our current Mending Man in particular is going to, well, he's going to be saying goodbye today, most likely, because as useful as he has been to get mending, I honestly don't like him. I don't like him. His price is outrageous. Hey, Pancake, good to see you again. Yes, I know it's you, Ellison, but your username is Pancake. I gotta get used to it. So yeah, we are going to take some materials with us. We're going to go over to Fort Jaylock, as we've been calling it, and we're going to upgrade it into a new trading hall, a proper trading hall, with space for all of our villager friends, future and present. Well, thank you, Pancake, thank you. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate the support. I really, really do. Thank you. I mean, I am sorry to take you away from your game, but at the same time, I can't deny how grateful I am. So hey, thanks. Thank you for coming to the stream. Your support means a lot. It really does. It really does. So again, thank you. I know I've said that a couple of times now, but I can't not say it. It does mean a whole heap of a lot. Truly. Thanks. Alright, so, yeah. The plan for the session is to at least get started on building the new fort that will be our trading hall. Fort Tradenik. Not to be confused with anything related to a certain Robotnik. If you know, you know. If you don't, don't worry about it. Guy's a bit of an egg case. Bit of an egghead. Anyway, yeah, we're going to get Fort Tradenik started today. We're going to tear down the current fort in its entirety while moving the villagers inside to a new location where they'll be safe, secure, and out of the way. We're going to give them a whole new space to call home. Aw, thank you, Pancake. Thank you. Pancake, Ellison, those are going to have to become interchangeable here. Alright. Up we go into the fort. And first thing we got to do, I need to set up a shelter where I can put these guys while we're working on improving their space. I'm thinking I want to do it over here. On this beach, there's lots of room to set up a little shelter where those guys will be safe. Is it the safest idea? Not necessarily. I mean, consider this space might be considered a desert, for all I know. But it is a space where I can put them where they'll be out of the way, secure, and able to be brought back when we are ready to work with them. What's that? What's that, Pancake? You think there's something I should do after the stream? What's that? Kind of curious what your answer is going to be. What is it I should do after the stream? I've seen that, actually, if it is what I think it is. Pretty sure I've seen it, and, yeah, I don't know if I'll be looking into that right now. But it does kind of explain part of where your username came from, I think. Then, you've already told us you like pancakes. Alright, light that up. Unfortunately, the sun is setting, so gotta go over here and get that open, get inside, take a nap. Sorry to push you out of your bed, Mr. Fletcher Man, but I kinda take priority over you, dude. I am the guardian keeping you from being obliterated here, Mr. Villager. So get over the fact that I have to bump you out of your bed. Besides, soon you're going to have a brand new space to call home. Isn't that worth being moved out of your space for a few minutes? Give or take? Give or take. It's give or take a few minutes. It could be just a few minutes. It could be a little longer. I honestly don't know how long this is going to take us. That'll be a nice way for me to get in for now. Not going to leave that space like that for long, though, because anything could walk through that doorway. Anything could walk through that doorway, so that's part of why we got to be quick. Which is part of why I've been trying to get my stuff as potently enchanted as possible. You ever get some out of Minecraft and you just want to dropkick a villager? Villager, yes. Villager child, no. Although, I mean, I've come close. I've definitely wanted to dropkick villagers. So often, and I've wanted to do so hard that they would be flying into the sun. Let's put it that way. I've wanted to kick them so hard that they would be flying into the sun. That they would get to find out what lies beyond the far lands. Spoiler alert. It's a glitchy space. Anyway. What am I doing? I am I am prepping to move these morons. That's what I'm doing. I am about to move these morons so that I can get busy on tearing this place down, and then make a new space. Okay, got 3 leads. That's plenty to put them all into boats. That there. Okay. Place these here. We're gonna basically let these guys wander into the boats for the most part. I figure it's only a matter of time before they do. I will push a couple of them in myself, though. That guy was unhappy, I think, because Okay. I actually did not realize I could drag the boats like that. For some reason, I did not think I could drag the boats and pick them up. I'm glad that I can. That makes this a whole lot easier. Okay, now I can't put a lead on the boat. There we go. Lead on the boat. Alright, all 3 boats are coming. That's good. That's what's supposed to happen. Come on. There we go. Get these guys. Hello, Rose, Zario, and None. Welcome to the stream. Please be respectful of each other and of the channel and streamer. As long as you can do that, you are welcome to stay. You're welcome to stay as long as you can abide by those conditions. I was going to bring them in through the side, over the ceiling, but I think I'll just bring them in this way. It's easier. And then I want to break. Oh, no. Ah! That was not the Mending Man, was it? No, that was the farmer. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Gotta make it so that... Alright, so the farmer is gone. That stinks. Ahmed, None. This is not a multiplayer world. So, sorry, but that's not gonna happen, my friend. I don't add anybody to this world. Nobody gets on this world with me. It is strictly solo. I do appreciate your interest in the world, though. Latest updates to this world, Zario, is I've made use of the gold farm and XP grinder that it is to make my gear as powered up as I possibly can right now. The only thing my armor and tools are missing is not all of them have mending yet. But I'm working on that. I'm going to work on that. In fact, what we're doing right now is meant to help with working on that. Wow, okay, those 2 boats are kind of stuck together. That's okay. What's that, Pancake? What's that? But beyond making the Great Nether Gate my gold farm and the upgrades to my armor in terms of enchantments, not much has gone on. Not much has been going on lately, Zario. Okay, none. If you can't be respectful, I will have to remove you. Just fair warning. That's kind of a rule of the channel. Kind of a rule of the channel. If you can't be respectful, go somewhere else, please. Let's see. Need a couple of chests. I'm gonna put these over by the. I'm gonna put one of these chests here, but I'm gonna put the other chest over at the. Over next to the villagers. Alright, that's been dealt with. Let's all just move on. I am going to have a lot to break down from this fort. But you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I did not realize there was going to be that much popping out of there. Okay, gonna have to hustle. Gonna have to hustle and transfer all that stuff. I did not realize that there was that much in there. I wish I hadn't done that now. You know what? Let's just dump everything that is not something we were already carrying into this thing. I don't care if it's building materials, if it's food, I don't care what it is. It's all going in the chest over by the villagers for now. Oh, dagnabbit. There's so much stuff. So much stuff. Rabbit stew. Not a very good food in Minecraft, but what are you gonna do? Now, unfortunately, some of that stuff I just put in there is building material that I brought with me, but... Oh yeah, there's a lot of pumpkin pie in storage here, Pancake. I'd been kind of pooling this stuff together. I'd been gathering a bunch of pumpkin pie for later use in the event that I needed it. Take a nap here, and in the process I'll set my respawn point here. I'm fine with that. Did I just hear a cat? I think there's a cat somewhere. Oh, look at the little guy! It's a kitten! It's a little orange tabby! Cute! Sounds cute as heck, too. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to keep him around right now. Gotta get this stuff moved. Oh yeah, don't worry. That's part of why I got so much pumpkin pie. And what you just saw fall onto the floor is not even all of it. I've got more. I've got so much more stored away elsewhere. Not necessarily on this world, but on other worlds. I like trading with farmers. I like trading with farmers so that they open up all their trades, and in the process I get a bunch of pumpkin pie. Alright, let's see here. Logs, yes, I want all those back. You can... Nope, wait, nope, that was some of the building materials I brought with me. Give me that back. Oak, jungle planks. Yeah, that's all building material. I've also got a ton of bread. A lot, Ellison. I had a lot. Mainly because I'd been doing a lot of trading with the villagers here so that I could get them leveled up. Unfortunately, you gotta do a lot of trading with the villagers to level them up. It's tedious and annoying at times, but the benefits are well worth it. I mean, look at the fact that some of my armor's got mending on it. Some of my gear has mending. And I owe that to the villagers. And I owe that to being able to trade with them. If I couldn't trade with the villagers, we would not be as powerful as we are now. So, for anyone who hadn't figured it out yet, Minecraft, villagers, strong. Not strong in combat, but strong as allies. Make good allies of the villagers and you will have a good time on Minecraft. Don't, and you'll be missing out on some of the ease of life that they can provide. Those guys are good tradesmen. They know good items when they find them. They just don't always want to give you the best deals on stuff that they have. Admittedly. Gets a little frustrating in that way sometimes. Anyway, back to business. Back to business. And there goes Ellison sinking into the ground again. Hey! A black cat. It's no jelly, but it's kind of cool. We may have to get that one at some point. We may have to get that kind of cat. I don't have that skin of a cat on this world yet. For anyone who doesn't know this about me, I am a sucker for collecting all the skins of wolves and cats on Minecraft. Especially the wolves. Ever since they got an update to have multiple skins depending on the biome they spawn in. Sadly, you can't force a new skin type to appear among the wolves you already have. There's been so many times I wish that were a thing, but it's not. There's going to be a lot of stuff to put away while we're over here. Okay, a creeper to set. Oh no, hang on. I just realized, I think I turned down hostile mobs audio and forgot to turn it back up. No, I didn't. They were just... The creeper was just very sneaky. Huh. Well, actually, he saved us a little bit of effort in tearing up some of the space, because, yeah, a lot of this ground is going to get... Get out of here. A lot of this ground is going to get torn up, because we're going to be removing most, if not all, of this that's in this area. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and dump all the building materials in here. I keep flicking up to the saplings, and I don't mean to. I'm going to go sit over by the villagers for a second, because I got to go... I set my water cup down somewhere, and I don't know where I put it. I'm going to put myself in here with the villagers for a minute, and I will be right back. Oh, hey, they bred up a new one. Sweet. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I will be right back. Ellison, no, no, no. Ellison, no. We don't drop kick baby villagers. Gamers! Gamer Z, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Guardian Studios. I'm gonna leave this on because I like the look of vibrant visuals. So, sorry. Well, not actually. I'm not actually sorry about that choice. Anyway, yeah, gotta tear down these walls. That'll get us a lot of logs back that we can use for planks. Yeah, the shader is part of Vibrant Visuals. It's part of the game. It's built into the game now. We have a native built into the game shader called Vibrant Visuals. And honestly, I love the way that it looks. So until a day that it's not able to handle it, my system is going to keep Vibrant Visuals running on every world that I play. Because I enjoy the look of it that much. I will say that I don't always play with Vibrant Visuals or shaders. I do sometimes play without that stuff. But I like the look of it, so I'm going to keep it. Especially since it's native to the game. Since it's native to the game, I'm even more inclined to keep it around. Because I really do enjoy the look of it. It's not adding any extra tax on my machinery. It's not something that I have to deal with occasionally breaking. It's built into the game. It's smooth. It works good. It looks good. I like it. No, Ellison, we've talked about this. Chat members are friends, and we don't do stuff like that to friends. We don't blow them up. We don't make them into burger. On the other hand, I know of a couple of creepers that have been very much a nuisance to me, and I'd be happy to send you information on where to find them later so that you can introduce them to the power of real, potent TNT. Because what they think is a powerful explosion is... it's a kiddie pool versus a lake by comparison. That fair? Explosive burger. Funny enough, they probably enjoy that. A real blast of flavor in their faces. Yeah, I know, that was not a very funny joke. I apologize. But at the same time, I don't because I'm having fun. I play my way. And sometimes my way includes a few jokes, a few silly shenanigans, and things like that. Popping off all the blocks and trapdoors, all the slabs. So many trapdoors. So much oak had to go into building this. I had not realized how much oak I used in building this dang thing. This is kind of insane. Also, for anybody wondering what the plan is for this space, I'm going to flatten this area out a bit, and then we're going to build Fort Tradenik. Which, this space that we are tearing down is the old trading space, Fort J-Lock. but I want to give it a major upgrade into Fort Tradenik. Which my plan is to make it be the... what some would call... I'm going to base it on the concept of the ethical trading hall. Which, what that is you make a trading hall that would actually be comfortable for the villagers. With space for them to move around, plenty of room for them to walk around with their around their trading stations, or workstations, their beds. And you make sure that the farmers among them have space to do gardening, so that they can keep everybody fed. The one thing that we may not be so ethical about is dealing with the iron golems. I'm going to find out if we can build iron golems ourselves and have them roam around as security. And if that makes it so that the villagers don't spawn in new golems, we'll make use of that as our security force, so that I don't have to worry about any iron golems wanting to smack me in the face. Because, I'm not looking to be smashed in the face by a bunch of iron golems. And there's always that risk that I'll accidentally hit a villager. And if that happens, the golems always end up wanting to introduce themselves with a fist to my face. And in case you didn't know, iron equals metal. Metal to the face equals pain. Major pain. I don't want that. So, yeah. Anyway. Dump all this stuff in here. Do-de-do-de-do-de-do-de-do. Diddly-daddly-dum. All that material is going to end up getting put towards building up the space that will be Fort Tradenik. To the village tunnel. Yeah, I had a feeling you drop-kicked it, Ellison, but please don't do any more harm to the villagers. The villagers, we want them to think of us as friends, because I need to be able to trade with these morons. Yes, they are morons, but I need to be able to trade with them, and they're not going to trade happily if you're drop-kicking them. I thought you just said... Or turning them into burger. Turning them into burger, drop-kicking them. None of that makes villagers happy. I need them to be happy enough that they will trade with me. So please, no more. At least not around these ones. Yeah, there's another village somewhere around coordinates. I think it's -2000, -2500. If you, in another world that I've had before, if you want to go there and cause mischief for some villagers, that particular village is full of nitwits that have caused me no small amount of stress. You are welcome to introduce them to the joys of TNT. As a good friend Vinny once said to me, sometimes to have the right kind of fun, you just gotta make something that go boom. You gotta make a very nice boom. Yeah, he actually did say once, if you're looking for fun, sometimes you need to make a very big boom. Hey, Davian! Good to see you, my friend! No, Ellison, don't drop-kick the... Stop drop-kicking mobs! No more drop-kicking the mobs, either. Please. Hey, nice, Zario, nice. I know I'm doing pretty good, Davian. It's good to see you, by the by. Glad you can make it to the stream. Now, let's see. I want to clear out the trees first, so let's tear down all these trees that we can. Bum ba da 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 dum ba da dum ba da dum ba da 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 dum ba dum ba da bum bum ba da bum bum ba da 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 dum ba da bum bum ba da bum bum ba da 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 bum bum. Ellison, you're starting to push too hard with this burger thing. No turning mobs into burger unless it's enemies. Wolves, chat members, villagers, cats. These are not our enemies. Zombies, creepers, pillagers. These are the enemies. Oh, wow. That's... Huh. Interesting, Zario. Well, I hope it was a good flight. Do I have any dirt on me to fill this up? No. Oh, that's okay. It's gonna get torn up. It's gonna get torn up anyway. Give me that bed. I want to move this bed. This bed is getting moved. Why? Because I say so. Okay, I'll give you that one, Ellison. Eddie Enderman deserves to be shredded a bit. So have fun. Tear him up. If they try to make another villager to fill that bed, I'm going to be a little bit annoyed. But I won't entirely be surprised either. And what's on this shovel? Okay, perfect. Unbreaking 3, efficiency 4, and mending. Good. Tear it all apart. We're digging up the ground to flatten ground. Yeah, the focus for today is setting up space for and trying to build Fort Tradenik. The fort that will be the new trading hall. Because I'm tired of Fort Jaylock. It served us well, but between having a bad Mending Man, bad in that his price is too much. I mean, come on. 20-something, I want to say it's 24 emeralds a pop from Mending. That's a little too much. It's gotten to the point where that's just too much. I gotta not have to spend as much. Oh, snappo! One of these things. Ow. Holy moly, whoa! Oh no. Oh, I'm dying. I am almost dead. I did not realize that's one of the new skeletons. One of the new desert skeletons. They drop a different kind of arrow. They are a whole other kind of trouble. Oh no! No, 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 no. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to deal with you. Whoa, that was close. Oh, that was close. Ow! Okay. Get out of here, moron. Chicken Jackie! Any thoughts on the Ender Dragon yet? The Ender Dragon is a very cool, very awesome specimen of Ender form. A very cool Minecraft dragon. Beyond that, I have no thoughts on it, because I'm not going to go face it yet. Actually, that's the other thought about it. I'm not going to face it yet. I'm not ready to face Gene. That's actually the name of the dragon, Gene. I am not ready to face off with Gene yet. Eventually we will have to. Eventually we will have to, but I'm not ready to do so yet. For now, we're going to still focus on the overworld. Husks and strays. Yes, strays are cool, but I don't think that particular skeleton type is called a stray. That was something else. That's a desert skeleton. A stray is a snow skeleton. I honestly can't remember what this new desert skeleton is called. But I think, thankfully, they only spawn with the undead camel rider. Of course, the undead camel rider is extremely dangerous because it's a husk with a spear astride a camel, which a camel can propel itself forward. Yeah, there's a newer desert skeleton. I can't remember what it's called though. But it shoots these arrows of weakness, which lessen the amount of damage we do while we're under their effect. Parched! There it is, the parched. Alright, Ellison, alright. Yeah, the parched. That's what they are. That's what they're called. The parched are menaces. They are menaces. They will weaken you. And then the husk at the front of the camel will attempt to spear you. For anybody who doesn't know how the spear actually works, it's basically the mace, but where the mace builds up damage as you fall from higher up, the spear does more damage depending on how fast you're going when you hit your enemy. So if you've got the spear extended and you're going fast enough, you can even one-shot kill a player in full netherite. I'm not kidding you. And it's not just your momentum that matters. It's also the momentum of the movement of the target. So if your enemy's coming at you with a sword, or if he's coming down at you with a mace, and you've got your spear extended up and above, readied up above you, pointing up at him, when that spear hits him, he's gonna take lethal damage easy. Oh, I'm not surprised. Yeah, even a weak wooden spear is deadly in the hands of somebody going fast, particularly if you are going fast too. And that's part of what makes the camel husk, the camel rider husk, so deadly. Camels can propel themselves forward in a sudden burst of speed. And if the husk is able to utilize that, which I'm not sure if he can, but if he does, you saw what was happening to me. I almost died back there just now. That thing got me down to 3 hearts. That thing got me down to 3 hearts. I was in critical health condition. Don't take the camel rider lightly. Same with the horseman. Don't take a zombie horseman lightly in Minecraft. Because they've also got a spear. Honestly, I like that they added those guys. That they finally added the zombie horse to vanilla survival. And that they made it and the new undead camel able to spawn in with riders who have spears. I like that. It gives you something else to worry about spawning in the areas that they do. It gives you a new kind of challenge. Huh. Well, that's interesting to know, Zario. Thank you for telling me that. Doubt I'll ever make use of that knowledge, but still, that's interesting. I love being able to insta-mine blocks. It's so satisfying. Even if it's just dirt, it's satisfying as all get out. I love this. And I'm glad this shovel doesn't have fortune on it. If it had fortune, we wouldn't be able to pick up gravel with it. And that's not good. I like to be able to collect gravel, because I'm going to need it for future projects. I'm sure of that. Oh, pardon me. Oh, pardon me. That did not feel good. So, for the record, guys, Fort Tradenik may not take shape today. But if it doesn't take shape today, it will take shape over the course of the next session or two. Right now, I'm trying to flatten out this area so that I can build on it. And have plenty of room to work with. Did I just hear a baby chicken? I think I just heard a chick. Thank you, Davian. Oh, very funny. Very funny, Ellison. Oh, nice! That's cool, Zario. I think. Sounds like it must have been a good experience. Is it weird that I still wish we had chests that were even better in terms of capacity than what we have now? Anybody else ever wish we had chests that had way more capacity than we currently have? Because I often get that wish. I often end up wishing for that. I'm hoping that it's not just me, because otherwise I would feel weird. I'd feel weird if it was just me. Okay, so someone... Davian wishes that. Okay. I feel better now, though. I feel better now. Thank you for that. Thank you for the validation. It's good to know that I'm not the only one that feels that way about it. I mean, I wouldn't mind having them make such chests with iron if I had to. Or even having to upgrade a chest with diamond in order to get it to expand the storage per chest. Imagine a double chest capacity in a single chest. Or a chest that's 3 times its normal capacity. Oh yes, the copper chest. Making it so that we can dump all the stuff that we're carrying, and the copper golem that spawns with it will be, that spawns, if any are spawned, immediately get to work putting the stuff away for us. That's going to become a staple of all my ground-based and underground-based bases. Underground-based. Ah! Maybe I should have said underground-focused instead. That probably would have made more sense. Yeah, I'm kind of doing a little bit of terraforming, a little bit of landscaping kind of work in order to make it so that I've got plenty of room for Fort Tradenik to take shape. Because I want it to be good. I want to have lots of room for it so that I've got room to make it big. Correct, Ellison. Correct. The Parched fires weakness arrows, which makes it harder to take down the Husk Camel and its rider. Yup. Yep, if hit with the arrow, you are given weakness for a brief period. And again, let me remind you guys that the Husk riding the camel at the front carries a spear. So, the Parched makes it so you can't hit the rider or the camel as hard, and then the Husk uses the camel's speed and momentum to make its spear borderline, if not outright lethal. Hey, a jelly cat! Little jelly. I love the sound of Minecraft cats. Seeing as how I'm not able to be around real-life cats, I do like the fact that I can have a cat in Minecraft at least. And yeah, no, I actually cannot be around real cats. Allergies. Allergies act up real bad around cats. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Hamilton. Hey, welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy the stream, but I'm sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that. So I'm gonna play a bit. I'll still have. All right, Ellison. If you're gonna go play some Minecraft yourself, then hey, have fun. And I appreciate you keeping the stream up in the background. I really do. That actually helps me out a lot more than you may think. This would be a time when I would really wish I had an allay. Allays, copper golems, I wish I had them both over here with me so that they could organize the stuff. And move it around to where it needs to go. Mostly I would want the allays. I was going to wait to do something like this until I had allays, a small squad of them, but I need space to put up and to settle in a new Mending Man. I need a new Mending Man. Thank you, Hamilton, for the sub, if you do indeed subscribe. Again, I hope you enjoy your time here. This is a very family-friendly space, and you are welcome to stay and hang out if you want to. All we ask is to keep all chat messages family-friendly and stay mostly on topic with the subject of gaming. But again, I'm sorry about your pup. I am sorry to hear about your pup. I hope you got a lot of fond memories to be able to look back on with that pup. Digging up the mounds, digging up some dirt, tearing down the land so we can make it work. Tearing things apart, breaking things down, tearing down the hill so we can flatten out the ground. Lots of plans abound, lots of things to do, and all the work that we have to do gonna benefit us in the end. Gonna have a lot of stuff to enjoy in the end. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that tune. I was just trying to be chill. So far, so very good. I'm loving this. I love doing this kind of stuff. Mainly because you get to hear the sound of blocks breaking quickly. Well, thank you. Thank you, Hamilton. I'm glad you like the way I sing. To be honest, there's not a lot of songs that I can sing that are already out there in the world. At least, not ones that I know, and that I'm okay with singing. Believe me, if I could sing all the songs that I really want to sing, oh man, there would be so many songs going through my mind and going over the mic. So many songs. I know of Michael Jackson. I have heard some of his music. Some of it's pretty good. Some of it's pretty catchy. Don't know a lot of his songs well enough to sing them, and even if I did, I'd be afraid to do so because unfortunately, most such kind of music is copyrighted. That's where the problem comes in. Copyrights. I gotta be careful not to mess up and sing anything copyrighted. Zario, yes, it is completely possible for a baby ghast to die in Minecraft. It is completely possible. Unfortunately, baby happy ghasts, I think of them as ghasts. I don't know if that's actually what they're called. I can't remember what else they might be called. Baby ghasts can die, unfortunately, especially if they get shot at by anything. I mean, if you're running around and a skeleton snipes them, that is possible. Or if they... Unfortunately, I don't think they can handle being underwater, so if it gets caught in a waterfall or something, it could drown. But I wouldn't know where to begin looking to find out what happened to your gas. However, if your gas dies, if it is actually your pet, if it's bonded to you, I don't think it should die without you being given a message. However, I don't know if if they are classified as a pet. They might be. It might be a case of if they die, you don't get a message, because it's not like a tamed cat or a tamed wolf. But I could be entirely wrong. I could be entirely wrong on all of this. But I do know happy ghasts can die. They are not immortal. Unfortunately, a happy ghast is not immortal. It can die. I see, Davian. Huh. Well, that's kind of interesting there, Ellison. I just saw what you had said. Huh. I don't know how to react to that. On one hand, probably a good thing that your mom did that in the long run. On the other hand, a little sad at the same time. It's been like 35 gold trimmed pigs for that beautiful creature. Yeah, aren't they? The baby ghasts, they're cute. They're little marshmallows. That's why I like to call whatever one I end up having marshmallow. Because that's what they are. They're little mallows. Little mallows. They're cute little things. They're cute little guys until they grow up. And then they're still kind of cute. They're big old sweethearts. And they're still marshmallows once they grow up. They're just much bigger. It's like they puff up. They puff up to be even bigger and softer and also to be a little bit stronger. Alright, time to run to bed. Time to run to bed before we have another camel husk show up. I do not need another camel rider trying to smack me around with his spear. Oh, Zario, my friend. Do you know how big a wheat field I have already? Though to be honest, you're probably right. Oh no, my shovel's getting weak. I may end up having to... Wait a minute, I just thought of something. I could go put this one away, enchant another one, and bring it over. And then repair this. You know what? Let's do that. Before I forget the idea, let's take this shovel. Let's go get another shovel and enchant it real quick. Beautiful thing about having the Nether Gate, the Great Nether Gate, which is my gold farm and XP farm, I can afford to do some enchanting and random enchant a new shovel to supplement my mending one. Because I don't want to risk breaking my mending shovel. That would be a waste of 24 emeralds down the drain. Well, part of the way I handle expanding my base is I keep every expansion focused on one need, and lately I've been keeping them relatively small. And I also put a few things that I know I need a little bit away from my base. Like the Nether Gate. The Nether Gate is not actually at the treehouse. It's off to the side, out of the way. It's on the other side of a hill, alongside another hill, or right near a mountain. So that I don't have it right there constantly in my face. And I've got the bigger wheat field where I've also I've currently got carrots growing alongside the wheat, so that we've got better growth rates. And that's a little way off the side. So is the extra cow farm. Do you build your underground cave base in your other world on Twitch? Possibly. At some point, Davian, I'll probably end up building up the Twitch world with a cave base attached to the cabin. Because you've seen my Twitch world, Davian. You've seen the cabin. You've seen the barn. Those satisfy the needs of shelter, and a place to farm food, and a place to keep my horse. And if I get one down the road, a donkey. Because I like using donkeys for transporting items and being able to ride on the thing that's transporting the stuff. That's all a good setup. And that massive cave that we found, that cavern, holy moly, it was huge. If you guys haven't seen the stream where it was revealed, go check it out. It's a big cavern. If you got Twitch, go and check it out. The cavern was huge. So I'm thinking of putting a somewhat mega base down there, just to have one and to be able to expand it throughout the cavern. Okay, that is a garbage enchant. Are you kidding me? Am I gonna have to go through a bunch of shovels to get? Wait a minute, what am I doing? I don't need to craft another. I can just disenchant the one that I just enchanted. Dimwit. Silk touch. Let's craft another one. I'm sorry, that shovel is too good. I want to hold on to one with those enchant. I'm sorry, but that was too good a shovel to pass up keeping. On its... Okay, that I can... Well, actually, no, wait a minute. Set that aside. We're going to put that on the silk shovel. Wait a minute. No, we don't. No, we don't. We're going to put that on the other... We're going to craft two more. We're going to craft two more shovels. Oh, we're getting good rolls here. Why is it now we're getting the good rolls? Why is it now we're getting the good rolls? Why couldn't we have gotten the good rolls before? On the armor. I would have had to go through so many levels. Okay, that's one that we're going to go ahead and just use up. So is this one. Yep, okay, we got two shovels we can go ahead and use up. And we'll just have to enchant another one for efficiency 5 on the silk touch. I'm sorry, getting just efficiency 4 on that shovel is too good. We can put that on the base shovel, and then for the silk touch shovel, we'll make another shovel late. We'll either dump this shovel into the silk shovel to get it to efficiency 5, or this shovel can go into it if it doesn't break. But now we got two shovels that we can afford to have just break. But my goodness, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. Holy moly. Oh, why couldn't we have gotten enchantments that good on armor? We kept falling short of what we actually wanted. Thankfully, we got there in the end. Thankfully, we did get there in the end. The only thing missing from our boots, our chest plate, and our helmet is mending, which is why we need a new Mending Man. I'm tired of having to pay 24 emeralds a pop. I'm going to cycle a Mending Man until he gives us 10 emeralds a pop. Or until we have to pay him 10 emeralds a pop. You know what I mean. And it's possible. I've done it before. I've had a man that would sell for 10 emeralds a piece. And I want to get to that point again. I want to be at that point again so that I don't have to spend so much time getting so many emeralds. Yep, level 54. Yeah, I wonder if you would notice what level we were at when the stream started. If anybody makes any comments about it, no, don't do that. But in all seriousness, the gold farm, the Gray Nethergate has made enchanting so much more enjoyable. It is no fun to waste levels on enchantments. But once you've got an XP farm, yes, Zario. Okay, someone commented on it. Now let us never speak of it again. Anyway, what was I talking about? I'm losing track of my thoughts here. Having a gold farm that also gives so much XP, it makes it so much easier to relax when it comes to having to spend so much time. I don't have to spend hours upon hours farming animals or hunting random mobs in the overworld anymore. I can just go to the gold farm after a session, sit my guy in the machine, and let him go to town. Let the machine go to town, getting me all the levels I need. It's no longer a chore to get levels. So I'm much more at ease with spending the levels that I've got, too. Oh no, what's wrong? What's the matter, Ellison? You're gonna crash out? What's wrong? Did Eddie cause trouble again? The Enderman, did he show up and cause trouble again? Or did a creeper blow you up? I've had way too much experience of having creepers suddenly show up and blow me up. Mining a diamond, got killed by a skeleton. Yeah! Been there. Been there. Dealt with that. Never fun. Skeletons suck. Eventually we're going to have to set up a skeleton grinder of some kind so I can get tons of bone meal out of them. And I'm talking about one that I can just sit at, go AFK, and the skeletons will just die. I'm not worried about if I get XP out of it. I just want to have a farm where I can sit there, and the skeletons will just fall and go boom. For all I care. Ellison, take a deep breath. Deep breath. In the nose, out the mouth. Do it again. In the nose, out the mouth. It's never fun when you find yourself being attacked by a skeleton. They're nothing but bags of rattling bones that don't know when it's best for them to leave you alone. But when you're knocked down by a skeleton, the best thing you can do is take a deep breath. Maybe take a sip of a nice drink. It's never easy recovering from a death in Minecraft. But with a little patience and a little time, you find yourself coming to a better place in the game. See, that's what I don't like about Fortune on a shovel. It makes it more likely that gravel is going to drop flint instead of itself. You're welcome, Ellison. Was it the voice, or was it what I said using the voice? Was it the deep breaths? What helped you? What part of that helped you calm down? If it's the voice, then thank you, Uncle Iroh, for having a voice that is soothing. Both? Yeah. Yeah. Things that were said help calm down. And the voice. I'm not surprised. The voice was me trying to do an impression of one of the absolute greatest characters in all of animation ever. Uncle Iroh. Hello, Ding! Welcome, welcome, welcome! Welcome back to the channel, my friend. Please, no strange randomness today, if you please. Let us keep it to gaming topics. Yes? Thank you. If it is not a yes, then I do not thank you. Again, gaming topics focus, please. Or gaming adjacent, such as talk of TV shows or cartoons that have had video games. Which means that talking about Iroh is still viable. Uncle Iroh is probably one of the greatest characters ever made in animation. If you've never seen the cartoon show Avatar: The Last Airbender, go find it. It's good, great story, amazing characters, and you will meet the greatest animated wise man ever done, Uncle Iroh. Nice, Zario! Good job! I'm glad to hear you found him. Take good care of that marshmallow, and he'll take good care of you. I'm certain of that. Not anime, Ding. Anime is a little bit too broad a topic. Too broad an adjacent topic. I was in a Fall Guys lobby and almost got first and... Oh, nice! Nice, Davian! I think. If that means you got real close to the gold, you got real close to the crown, then that's awesome, man. If it means you missed the goal but you got close, then hey, I still say that's good. Getting close to the goal is a win in my book. There have been a lot of really good characters throughout gaming, but as well as animation, but I still say the greatest one they've ever done. Actually, there are two animation-born characters that were really, really good that I'm glad got some kind of part in, or usually got some kind of part in the games made based on what they came from. Two very good, very soothing sages among such characters are Uncle Iroh, who is the bomb, absolutely phenomenal character, originally voiced by a very amazing voice actor, and still voiced by a pretty good one afterwards. They both did the character pretty good justice. But the character of Iroh is just phenomenal. If you ever do get to watch the original Avatar: The Last Airbender show, you will meet that character. You will, I am certain, find him very fun. He's a very fun character. He's a very likable character. And he's also a very wise character. Ugh. Amen. Amen. The original voice of Iroh and the original Avatar Last Airbender show is absolutely phenomenal. Like, I make no joke here. I've watched the show all the way through at least 2 times since having seen it the first time. Oh yeah, who's that, Ding? What character is that? Whoa, what the? How did I fall? How did I fall there? That didn't make any sense. Well, there's a few different kinds that I like, a few different kinds of characters. It depends on the role they play, most often. More often than not, I like a character if they play a good role in whatever they're part of, and I'll especially enjoy it if the show they come from is good. Now, a character that can stand out even without the show, that's just an excellent character through and through. Those are the kinds of characters that really make me smile. Sorry, but that guy looked at me funny, and he had no lead tying him to his owner anymore. Speaking of whom? Could you have shown up way earlier in the run, my friend? And everything else he's selling I either have or I would rather go find for myself. I may look into that character someday. Never heard of them before. Ah. Yeah, I may one day look into that. We'll see. I think I've seen some clips of that Henry Danger show. Not sure I'm entirely fond of the stylish show that it is, but we'll see. I may give it a look one day. There we go. Pardon me a second. Sorry, I had to get some water in my system. My throat was starting to feel a little bit dry. Just remember, my friends, no matter how hard it becomes to continue the play of the game, every achievement is worth celebrating. If I can, Davian, if I can. I make no promises. I can make no promises right now, but if I can, I will. If I don't today, then I most definitely will tomorrow. No, Zerial, I have not. Stream history after this. Whatever you prefer to watch. Ding, whatever you prefer to watch. A little strange to me to follow up gaming with history stuff, but whatever floats your boat. I think the layer that we're chipping away at right now is a good layer on which to make a foundation. So it's a good thing we picked up all that dirt. We're going to use the dirt to fill in holes, lock up caves and stuff, and then use it to start making a nice ground layer that we can build on top of. Oh, there once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy O.T. The wind blew up about him, down below my bully boys blow. Oh, soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She'd not been 2 weeks from shore when down on our white whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Well, soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side, harpooned and fought her when she dived down low. Well, soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Thank you, Ellison. Thank you. The Minecraft game, rating out of 10. I would give it a solid 9. I withhold a point because there are things that I think they could do better. But I think it is a wonderful game, and I will always give it at minimum an 8 out of 10. Again, I withhold a point. I give it a 9 out of 10 because it is a solidly good game. Great gameplay, great premise. I'm glad they've kept it mostly the same. But there are some things that I feel like they should have done different, or they should have implemented differently, and some things that I feel like they need to go back and change. And if they can change the things that I feel need changing, then I will give them back the 10th point. One of those things is the way enchanting works. I think it needs a revamp. Enchantments from villagers, that's a-okay, but the enchanting table sucks. It pretty much forces you to get an XP farm pretty early on. Otherwise, you have to deal with the horrible game of chance that is enchanting on the enchanting table. Which also forces you to get a trading hall almost immediately. This gets very frustrating. No, one of the... I actually like the elytra. I like the elytra. I like that it is a means of flight that you have to get to the final dimension currently available in the game to get. I like the way it works in flight. My one and only gripe about the Elytra is that it is, unfortunately, only able to be propelled with firework rockets. I kind of don't like that. Well, that and the Riptide Trident. If there were more ways to propel the Elytra, I might have no problems with it anymore. Honestly, I have no true issue with the Elytra in and of itself. My problems with the Elytra stem from how it is often used. Like, it becomes so easy to go from point A to point B that you never use any other means of transportation. But that's a choice. You can still choose to use other means of transportation. The Elytra just very quickly become the easiest means of getting around. That's my only problem with it in terms of that. But it's, again, a matter of it's a choice. You choose if you're going to use the Elytra or not. No one forces you to do so. Overall, I like the Elytra. Something I'm not entirely pleased with that is related to the Elytra is the end dimension. It is so barren. So barren. There's no real reason to explore there, aside from shulker boxes, and Elytra, and fighting the dragon, if you so choose. Interesting. Ding. Interesting messages, but I'm going to remove them because I don't know. Not quite related. That seemed like a lot of random junk. I don't know. This is not a meme chat. This is a chill, hangout kind of space. I don't know what else to say there. Let me see here. Chicken jockey! Oh, I don't think I'm ever going to get tired of that at this point. That... I was really worried when the Minecraft movie was first being advertised and all that, with what all was being said and done with it. I was really worried it would be nothing but meme town. And it kind of is. Don't get me wrong, it is very much full of memes. It is a very big source of memes. But at the same time, the movie does provide some intrigue for what Minecraft actually is. Like, a Minecraft player will look at it and be like, that's not quite how it actually is. But it's also kind of a comedy adventure sort of thing, utilizing Minecraft as the foundation. And that in and of itself is not a bad thing. What's that, Ding? What's that? Someone say, guess what? I ask, what? Oh, I gotta move. Gotta move, gotta move, gotta move. Gotta get to bed, gotta get to bed, gotta get to bed, gotta get to bed. Jeez. Funny. So funny. Very witty, my friend. Very witty. So funny. Burger. Oh, the memes that can be made of those things. Not quite what I'm aiming for here, but you know what? I'll excuse one or two of the simple, harmless memes. Uh-oh. Creeper! Oh, man. Whoa. Clobbered him good, didn't I? I did not expect to take him out that fast. That was unexpected. Okay, I'm going to just seal up this cave here, and we're going to pretend that it don't exist. What's behind the wall of dirt? I have no idea. It does not exist. It does not exist anymore. It is unknown. It is null and void to us. Why is it null and void? Oh, we don't know, because we don't care. We don't care about what's behind in there. Does it make any difference? No, because there's nothing there. Okay. Ding. There are limits. There are limits, my friend. You're pushing it. You're starting to push it. Also, no bad language, please. Hello, River! Hello, River! Good to see you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy your time here. Oh, alright, Davian. Hey, if you gotta head out, man, I understand. I hope we see you again soon. Until then, peace! May it follow you wherever you go. I mean that sincerely, by the way. Aha! The brother of Ding has arrived. By name of River. Well, welcome to the channel, my friend. Keep it family friendly, and you are welcome here anytime. Just, no intensive mischief or anything, okay? Please? Depending on the subject, I may make exceptions, Zerial, but I have to judge each message that is off topic for myself. Sharing a little bit about yourself is fine. Sharing a little bit about the daily life, that's a-okay. If you are of the mind to do so, that is entirely up to you. No, Ding, because that has absolutely nothing to do with gaming, and is also potentially political stuff. Political stuff in particular, we want nothing to do with on this channel. We do not discuss politics here. That is a subject that is way too charged. Politics is way too heavy and charged a subject. We do not discuss it here. The only thing we will say about it is we do not discuss it here. Do we have any more cobble anywhere else? Nope. Okay. It's all in this chest. It's all in here. I may end up going to the cobble generator to get some of this stuff later. That is another thing that we don't... That is randomness that is not welcome here. Dang. Can't say that I will. Can't say that I will do so, River. Not gonna say that I will. Not gonna say that I won't ever. But most likely, I'm not. Let me just go ahead and say that I'm most likely not going to anytime soon. If I ever do, well, keep an eye out. I'm mostly focused on games that I know for sure are family friendly. I have no idea what Deltarune is. I know that it's a spiritual sequel to another game made by the same person, an indie developer. Beyond that, I know diddly about it, and I do not intend to play a game on the channel that I know diddly about. I like to know at least a fair bit about the games that I bring onto the channel. A game from the Legend of Zelda series I know a good deal about, even before I play it on the channel, because it is Legend of Zelda, and Legend of Zelda I know a lot about, in general. As an example. Thank you for the heads up on that, Zerio. Hello, Giovanni! Giovanni! I like that name. Makes me think of Italian stuff. Makes me think of Italian people. It makes me think of stuff like that. Welcome to the channel. Hope you are having a good day or night. If you're not, hey, hope the stream makes things a little better for you, my friend. Family-friendly channel, focused on gaming topics. You are welcome to stay if you would like to. All we ask is that you keep your chat messages family-friendly, as we do as well. That's what I thought. I thought it was Italian. Puts me immediately in thoughts of Italian opera. Not that I have ever bothered with any of that myself. Not much of an opera fan. The only opera thing I care anything about is listening to the song Largo al Factotum, or however you pronounce it. Used to love listening to that as a kid. Saw an animation that went with it once, of this Italian man, this Italian 3D animated man, singing the song, belting it out, and I found it very entertaining, in a good sense. Well, thank you for telling me that, Ding. Too much stairs. Oh no, Ellison. Why would you make that many stairs? How did you even make that many stairs in one go? What, did you stick a bunch of planks in the crafting grid and say, let's just go with it? That's basically what you did, isn't it? Oh my goodness. What are we gonna do with you, Ellison? Chaos. You are a dose of chaos. Not that that's a bad thing. It's sometimes quite entertaining. But my goodness. See, that's part of why I wish that we could use the stone cutter or a similar implement to turn planks into stairs and slabs without having to waste a whole bunch of extras. Because then we'd have more control. We wouldn't use up all our materials as quick. And there's a bunch of other reasons, but those are the main ones. I think the sun is starting to go down again. Yep, sun's headed that way. Sun's going down. Minecraft is very cool, River. Thank you for that. Thank you for saying that. I'm glad someone said it. Because it is true. Minecraft is very cool. You gonna like what update, Giovanni? You talking about the upcoming update with the cushion? And the wool and concrete slabs and stairs? Because I am too. I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, I'm actually kind of excited. I am very excited for it, in point of fact. Finally being able to make my guy sit in a proper chair-looking structure. I never realized how much I needed that until I learned that they were adding the cushion. Granted, I've not done anything with it in beta or anything like that, but I've seen other people do so, and I love the way it currently works, and I want it to stay working in that very fun way. I want the ability to make seating that is actually usable without having to use a stinking minecart or having to finagle a horse into place. Or a pig, or a minecart. You get the point. We have needed something like that for ages. The fact it took them until now to implement cushions? Atrocious. Disappointing. That's funny, Giovanni. That is very funny. Yeah, I never realized how much I needed the cushion update until it was announced, but then I realized, dude, I'll finally be able to make a couch that is usable. I can finally make seating that I can actually use in the game. Imagine you make a throne in a castle. You can finally make your character sit upon the throne of a castle and truly feel like the ruler of all you observe. The cushion update has been anticipated for far too long. Alright, Ellison. Hey, thank you for being here, my friend. Thank you for being here. Yes, exactly. We no longer will need commands to make sitting a possibility. It will be possible from the beginning. Which is part of why at some point I've got to make a massive wool farm. Well, not necessarily massive, but passive. A passive wool farm that is constantly active is what I want. Aw, thanks, Ellison. Not exactly, River. It's not actually, as far as I'm concerned. The game of Roblox. I know a lot of people play it among all ages, but it is not exactly family friendly. They're trying to fix it so that it is, but I have been on that game before for a very brief time. Not on stream, but I have seen and read far too much from that, and in regards to it. So, sadly, no. It is not happening. Not for me. It is not my thing. Whatever I felt like at the time, ding. Whatever I felt like at the time. All I'll say on that matter specifically is it was good. It was very good. Wow. I just realized how long we've been going. This session has been nothing but preparing the space for where we're going to build Fort Tradenik. If I realized that, I would have called this a prep stream, but I didn't. My bad. I did not realize it was going to take us so long to prepare the space for Fort Tradenik. I have no idea. I don't usually time myself in eating. I know that's a contest-worthy skill, being able to speed eat, but I don't generally rush my food. Normally, I take the time to properly savor it. So, apparently we eat at very different paces, you and I. At least it's sounding like it. Well, one thing is for sure, we're definitely going to have plenty of room to build Fort Tradenik. And if for some reason we don't have enough room, well, I'm going to be amazed. But it's also going to mean that I'm being a little ambitious. Nothing wrong with being a little bit ambitious, but to quote Darth Vader, we should be certain not to choke on our aspirations. Well, I suppose everybody would have that one or two thing, that one thing or two things that they'd be a little faster at eating. But, I don't know. That's just a thought. It's a possibility. Almost done laying down the dirt under foundation. The under foundation of Fort Tradenik. I'm looking forward to actually building a proper fort next time. And yeah, I do mean next time. I don't think we're going to get to start on it this time. I have been on this stream for a while now. I did not realize how much time was flying. Time flies a lot when you're doing something fun and satisfying. And this stream has been both. This stream has been both. Well, let me ask you this. What constitutes to you a sandwich? It can be as simple as just a couple of pieces of bread with some cheese slapped in the middle, right? So, who's to say? Who's to be the judge on that? Well, the space for Fort Tradenik is all laid out. I'm sorry to have to say it, Zario, but I have to end stream now. We have made a big step already towards Fort Tradenik. This hill that was here. Picture what was here before, my friends. Picture what was here before. Now see what is here at this moment. Lots of room in which to try to build a solid fort, a solid building in which we can set up all of our villagers. All the villagers we will ever need for all the trades that we will ever require should our armor or tools become broken. That's the goal. To have armorers, weaponsmiths, toolsmiths, librarians, farmers, fletchers, even masons. All the villager types represented here, selling all the enchantments and gear we will ever need should our current set of equipment ever become broken. I don't intend to let that happen, but as you can see, some of my armor could use some repairs, namely my helmet. But we'll see. We'll see how long it takes to get Fort Tradenik built. But I can tell you this much. This is not going to be the only episode with the Fort Tradenik title. We're going to be doing a couple of streams on this project, I think. But we're going to make this trading hall good. We're going to make it big. And we're going to make sure that all the villagers that go into it are going to have plenty of room and provide us exactly what we need, including a fresh Mending Man. But for right now, everybody, that is going to have to do it for this particular session. So I'm going to go ahead and say thank you all ever so much for watching. Everybody who came around, both the regulars, the returners, and the new, thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you for all the support lately. If you did enjoy the stream, guys, do not forget to let me know by leaving likes, comments, subscribing if you haven't done it yet, checking out the About page for links to other pages with more content, such as my Twitch channel, sharing the channel with your friends, that one's a biggie, as well as subscribing, and of course, do not forget to give that notification bell a good old ring, so that you don't miss the next stream or video. And with that all being said, thank you once again for watching. I am JGuard01, your guide, your bard, and your humble host into the world's virtual. And I'll see you all next time, right here on Guardian Studios. Bye!